Hey guys, Shards here, and today's gonna be another kind of basics. Oh my god, I need to stop with the the rhyming, but the kind of like basics that you need to know in order to build a good base. And today's topic is like traps in general. So traps against air. Well, that includes Teslas somewhat, but what I'm gonna be talking about is seeking air mine placement, air bombs, spring traps, and of course giant bombs. Okay, so giant bombs. I don't like double giant bombs because it's very hard to incorporate into a base, especially since you need two small bombs as well. And then of course you need good pathing for the giant bombs as well. So I prefer to go with singles, as you can see here. You want the single bombs to be spread enough so that one heal can cover two parts, and you should probably, like, when you don't have bomb tower and air queen, in this case I do, but in most cases bomb tower basically acts like another giant bomb, because when it explodes it deals about the damage of a giant bomb. And for giant bombs, try not to make it so that one hog can trigger it. So in this case, one hog will go to here, it will go to here, it won't trigger it. Same here, it won't trigger it. And the other thing is that you want to make sure that there are other defenses in the vicinity of a giant bomb. If it's just like a lone giant bomb, let's say none of these defenses are here, like none of these at all, it's just a Tesla and a mortar, that giant bomb, while it may hit hogs, it won't force a heal because the hogs don't even heal. They're about half, give or take, but they're gonna stay at half until something else shoots them. So make sure that your giant bombs aren't like super far away from the rest of the defense. Okay, spring traps. Again, defending against hogs, you want to make sure that spring traps are one tile away from, well, you want to put them in between defenses that have one tile of space between them. So, for example, this would not be a good spring trap because when hogs are running over the spring trap, they have not stopped on the mortar, or vice versa. It might work, but say they hit the Tesla and they go to the mortar, they will not stop on the spring trap, which means that less hogs will get flung, which means that it's not going to be as effective. So always try to put them in between defenses with one tile of space. That way the hogs will stop in either direction. Of course it will fling. And then here you have that little wall. Just a neat little trick. If you have two walls like this, even though hogs can jump the wall, three hogs will always trigger this. So that's not really used at Tunnel 9 because that's a waste of walls, and you need all the walls you can get. But just kind of a thing to keep in mind. And then BK placement is important as well. You want him to cover a section of the base, and usually he can force a heal by himself even over no giant bombs. So I prefer to put him away from giant bombs. As you can see in the space, he's away from the giant bombs. Giant bombs are up here and down here, and the BK is right here. Right, and you guys told me that my audio was absolute shit, so I've switched back to turning off the in-game volume from now on. I do have 2 videos recorded. I will get out to you shortly, but for right now, they still do have the in-game sounds on, and I listen to them way too loud, so I can't publish those. I'll probably record over them. So they're going to be 2 live base builds, but they're not really going to be live, seeing as I'm not going to actually commentate while building the base, but I'm going to pretend to be commentating while building the base. Okay. And defending against air, you want, obviously you have air bombs. Skelly traps, in this case, I use them as like extra anti-hog. They can be treated similar to a BK. So in this case, I spread them out a little from the BK, but along with the BK, the cannon part will force a heal, and then you won't have like a heal for this part or this part, and then you're kind of screwed because you're very short on heals. Okay. When used against air, treat them like an air bomb, or you can even push it out a little more to where you think loons are going to trigger it. So in this base, I had the Seeking Air Mines right next to the air defenses. You should always have them next to the air defenses unless you think the attacker is very, very likely to start a queen walk in a given direction. So like, let's say I put like a Tesla farm and queen and king and CC and like an expo and a few wizard towers, then attacker might queen walk that section, so I can just throw 2 Seeking Air Mines there, kind of screw up the healers. So, for example, if an attacker wanted to queen walk this side of the base, I could put Seeking Air Mines here and here. That would definitely trip up healers. But in this base, there's not that much value because you can't. Well, it is walkable, but it's going to be hard to get all 4. So, not that likely to get queen walk. Therefore, I put the Seeking Air Mines right next to the air defenses because that way it'll pop hounds faster. But air bombs should be away from the air defenses. As you can see, the air bombs are here. They're away from the air defenses, and air bombs they should be used to kill loons. So, here you have this wizard tower, you have this Tesla, and here you have this wizard tower, you have this Tesla, which is all the way from the air defense. So, in this case, a hound flying in, it could trigger this one, but it probably won't trigger this one. One tile. Okay, let's swap that just a little. Okay, it's less likely to trigger. You should always try and place them out of hound pathing, so that way loons will trip it. This goes for air skellies as well, because air skellies on a hound isn't going to be doing much. Okay, so, and of course, small wall breakers. Can't forget those. Small wall breakers. I'm saying small wall breakers. Small bombs to kill wall breakers. Okay. So, I think that entry from here is going to be possible. So what I did was I placed, I can't think. Sorry, I placed small bombs here to defend against a wall break here. Same with up here. You want to place them 1 tile away from wall and between buildings, because if you place them here, it won't kill the wall breaker in time. And you put them between buildings because wall breakers always path between buildings. So just place them when you think there's a more likely chance of an entry there. So I placed it here, here, and then on this side, which is pretty prone to an entry. And then as you can see, a lot of the bases I have here kind of reflect the same thing. So this giant bomb, it's not like isolated, you have some defenses around it to make sure that a heal is needed. Same up here, you have the giant bomb, but you have the wizard towers, you have the expo to make sure that it does force a heal. Same with up here. And air bombs next to wizard towers and Teslas. So BK's away from giant bombs as well to force a heal, and then 2 ground skellies is going to be a huge pain in the ass. Of course, you have nice springs as always. Remember, just 1 tile. And what else? Seeking Air Mines next to air defenses. 2 Seeking Air Mines next to any given air defense is enough to basically pop a hound upon entry. So that's good. And then here, since Queen is very isolated, I threw quite a few small bombs to make sure that Suicide BK would have a hard time killing her. And then, as you go through the bases, you can see that all of them kind of do have the same concept. So like, heal, forced here. They are spread enough. This one is not triggerable by 1 hog, so I pushed it in a little. Kind of weird here. You have Tesla farm near AQ, which is unorthodox, but entry from here is going to be painful, and entry from here won't get the Tesla farm, so kind of screws the attacker over. And here, again, you have the same concept, so nice springs, very anti-hog. This giant bomb will force a heal as well as this one. bomb tower is acting like a giant bomb basically, and even though I did say that double giant bombs are hard to incorporate, I did kind of throw one in here. The pathing is decent because I made it that way, but hopefully it should take a group of hogs sending it. Because you have the 2 air bombs, the 2 skeleton traps, I don't know what that is. That's so weird. Where did I put that? Oops. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. So, what you want to keep in mind is that, if you're going to do DGD, that the pathing is good as well as that the attacker will invest a lot of hogs. So like 3 puzzles plus the traps are going to make sure that the attacker invests a lot of hogs. And of course you have the Seeking Air Mines next to the air defenses to pop hounds. 2 Seeking Air Mines is enough to insta-kill 1 hound. Alright, so I think that'll wrap up today's episode. Short, but it's kind of important for building basics. Building bases, like it's just the basics, but it's important to know. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please do drop a like. If you're new or you haven't subbed, please do subscribe. I'm at like 145, I want to hit 150, which probably is going to happen. And yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, Shards out.